Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to another weekly trading webinar where we look at live trading strategies, risk management approach, and a weekly outlook for the beginning of the week. Before we continue with the session, please be aware that any opinion, news, research, prices, analysis, or information discussed in this webinar or linked to this presentation is provided as general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. If you're looking for investment advice, please be sure to contact a regulated financial advisor. For those of you who haven't met me, my name is Dumelo. I am a senior market analyst at CWG Markets, and I'll be taking you through the session today. Now, for those of you who want to get up to date with daily market tips and analysis from CWG Markets, please subscribe to this channel, this Telegram channel, where you'll receive daily market news and outlooks, educational trading content, webinar access and event updates, as well as official promotions and announcements. And if you believe and you know of any fellow trader who would benefit from receiving these daily tips and analysis, then be sure to share this link or the QR code to a fellow trader who would benefit from getting daily market tips and analysis from CWG Markets. Now, this is a weekly market outlook for the beginning of the week. So what we will do is we will go over to the charts, have a look at which price levels the markets are currently testing and which levels to look out for the beginning of the week until we reconnect on Wednesday again for a midweek update. So starting with our commodities, first one we'll start with is gold, which is XAU-USD. So as we see here, gold has ended the previous week breaking through our major level of support here at the 5,084 level, which was a previous level that price was struggling to close below. So since price has broken and closed below this level, what this has done is it has now opened up doors for price to continue to the downside with this downward momentum, opening up doors to test the next major support level, which is sitting at the 4,878 level on XAU-USD. Now, this is important because any move back up towards this level could likely see a retest of this broken support now turned resistance, creating a pullback in this downward momentum before continuing to the downside. But if we get price breaking and closing back above this level, then this could trigger a retest of the major resistance level at the 5,321 level. But until then, we can see the momentum has now shifted back to the downside, opening up doors for price to test the next support at the 4,878 level. And this is on gold XAU-USD. Next, we'll look at oil, which is US oil, WTI crude oil. So WTI crude oil, US oil, we can see price ended the week breaking and closing above the major resistance level, which is sitting at the 96.93 level, and a break and close, and now we have a retest of this resistance broken, now turned support, where if we get a bounce from this level, this continues this upward momentum and opens up doors for price to test the next major resistance, which is at the 122.43 level on US oil. However, if we see a break and a close below this level, then what this will do is we might see a minor pullback of this upward momentum, where we could get a retest of the support at the 93.66 level, a pullback in this upward momentum before price continues to the upside, or we could start seeing a start of a reversal of the momentum back to the downside, where we could see a downward move to the next support level at the 83.56 level on US oil. So how price reacts to this level, the 96.93 level, will determine the move for the next few days. All right. Now, next up, we'll have a look at our currencies. Starting with euro dollar. So euro USD, what we have here is we have a break of our support zone. So the week closed with price breaking our support zone, which is between the 1.1510 and the 1.1482 level of support on euro USD. We had a break and a close, continuing this downward momentum that we see here on euro dollar. And now we're seeing price eyeing this support level zone, now turned a resistance, where we could see a pullback in this downward momentum, where a bounce from this resistance opens up doors for price to test the next support, which is a zone between the 1.1403 and the 1.1381 zone of support on euro dollar. However, a break above this level, so we have this zone here. So any bounce off the zone, as we can see here, could open up doors for a continuation of this downward momentum. However, a break and close above the zone could trigger a deeper pullback in this downward momentum that we see here, or could set up the start of a reversal to the upside with the next major resistance here at the 1.1595 level. But until then, we see here that the momentum and the trend is still to the downside. So on lower time frames, the opportunities to look for selling trades to trade down to the support level or the support zone over here has opened up doors from the euro dollar side. And that is euro USD. Next, we have GBP USD. So GBP USD, we see here on Friday, on the week close, the price broke through the support level at the 1.3354 level. Again, a level that price struggled to close and remain below. So we had a strong break and close with the strong downward momentum on GBP USD. What this does is it opens up doors for price to continue to the downside and test the next major support level. So the room here to trade to the downside all the way down to the next support, which is at the 1.3057 level of support on GBP USD. Again, any move back to the upside could trigger again a pullback in this downward momentum, where we could see a bounce here before price continues to the downside. But if we see a break and close above this level, then this could trigger a start of a reversal of the momentum to the upside, with the next major resistance sitting at the 1.3694 level on GBP USD. Perfect. Moving along, we've got NZD USD. So Kiwi dollar, NZD USD. What we have here is we had a major level of support here at the 0.5841 level, which was a previous level of resistance that price broke through and tested, turning it into a support level. And the week ended with price breaking this support level with strong momentum, opening up doors for price to continue to the downside. And what we see currently here is in this downward move, we see now price is breaking and retesting this level, where bounce off this level continues this downward move, where the next support is sitting at the 0.5725 level. However, a break back and close above this level could trigger deeper pullback into the previous support resistance, turned into resistance at the 0.5888 level before price continues back to the downside, or could be the start of a potential reversal of a momentum to the upside. But until then, we see the momentum has shifted to the downside. So now we have a break and a retest and opportunities to look to continue to trade down to the downside on NZD USD. Next up, we've got dollar CAD, USD CAD. So USD CAD is currently eyeing our major resistance level here, which is a zone between the 1.3709 and the 1.3697 zone of resistance on USD CAD. Price has approached this level with strong bullish momentum. So again, a break and a close above this zone opens up doors for price to continue to the upside, with the next major resistance all the way up at the 1.3913 level. However, as we can see, failure to close above this zone could trigger a minor pullback in this upward move before price continues to the upside, or this could be a start of a reversal of the momentum to the downside, where if price continues to the downside, we could see a retest of our support zone, which is between the levels of the 1.3559 and the 1.3549 zone of support on USD CAD. So again, a key level here of the zone between the 1.3709 and the 1.3697, and how price reacts to this level will then determine the move for the next few days on USD CAD. Now, moving along, we've got USD JPY, dollar yen. So USD JPY, zoom in. Right, so USD JPY, we had price in the week breaking our major level of resistance here at the 159.06 level with strong upward momentum, where, as we can see now, we have a break of this resistance level and a retest of this resistance, where it's now turned into support, where a bounce off this level opens up doors for price to continue this upward trend, opening up doors for the next major resistance all the way up at the 163.90 level on USD JPY. However, failure to remain above this level, a break and a close below this level still has a pullback in this upward momentum and this upward trend, where we could see a pullback in this trend before price continues to the upside, or depending on this move here, we could see a start of a reversal of the momentum back to the downside, and this then opens up doors for price to retest the support here at the 157.18 level on USD JPY. But since then, what this has done, it's opened up doors for price to retest the support with a bounce to the upside on USD JPY. Okay. So this is USD JPY. Moving along, we've got Euro CHF. So Euro Swiss, as we can see, price is currently ranging, where the top of the range is at the psychological resistance level of the 0.9060, and the bottom of the range is at the 0.9011 support level on Euro CHF. Now, since price is ranging within this level, we could expect a bounce in between this level until we see a clear break of this zone, where a break above this range opens up doors for a momentum shift to the upside, with the next major resistance at the psychological level at 0.9080, where a break below the bottom of the range still faces further support here at the psychological level of the 0.9000 level on Euro CHF. So still face further support here, and depending on how price reacts to this level will then determine whether we see a bounce from this level, opening up doors for a reversal of the momentum, or a break below this level, which continues the downward momentum with a retest of the 0.8980 psychological support level on Euro CHF. Moving along, we've got Euro GBP. So Euro GBP, we have a major level of support, which is a zone between the 0.8621 and the 0.8620 zone of support on Euro GBP. And as we can see, price has approached this level, failed to break below this level, and what this has done has it's opened up potential for a pullback in this downward momentum before continuing back to the downside and retesting this support level, or this could be the start of a reversal of the momentum to the upside, which opens up doors for a retest of the resistance at the 0.8753 level. However, a break and a close below this level continues this downward trend, with the next major support sitting at the 0.8601 level on Euro GBP. So very important level to keep an eye on as how price reacts to this level. will determine the move for the next few days on Euro GBP. Now, moving along, we've got GBP CAD. So GBP CAD closed the week breaking the major level of support at the 1.8177 level, a break and a close below this level, and now we've had today a retest of this level. So we had a break and a retest of this support now turned resistance, where a bounce off this level opens up doors for price to continue this downward move, with the next major support level sitting at this 1.8042 level, whereas a break and close back above this level could trigger a deeper pullback and a retest of the resistance here at the 1.8263 level on GBP CAD. Now, moving along, we're on GBP Swiss, GBP CHF, where price is currently eyeing our major level of resistance here at the 1.0461 level of resistance, where if we can get a clear break and close above this level, this continues this upward momentum, opening up doors for price to test the next major resistance at the 1.0647 level, where if we get a bounce off this level of resistance, then this could trigger a retest of the support here at the 1.0395 level of support on GBP CHF. Moving along, we've got Aussie Yen, AUD, JPY. So Aussie Yen, we have a major level of support here at the 111.59 level of support, where it was a previous level of resistance that price broke through and is now retesting, where a bounce off this level continues this upward move, opening up doors for price to test the next resistance, which is the zone between the 114.36 and the 114.62 zone of resistance on Aussie Yen. But if price breaks and closes below this level of support, this could trigger a deeper pullback in this upward move, or could be the start of a reversal of the momentum to the downside, where this then opens up doors for a retest of the support level at the 107.92 level of support on Aussie Yen. Next, we're going to have a look at NZD JPY. So NZD JPY, we had a level of support here at the 92.83 level, where price managed to, at the end of the week, break and close below this level of support at the 92.83 level, where price previously failed to break and close below this level. Now we have a retest of this level, where again a bounce off this level opens up doors for price to continue the strong downward move or momentum, with a retest of the resistance at the 92.04 level. However, if we get a close back, a break and close back above this level, then this could trigger deeper pullback in this downward move, or a start of a reversal of the momentum back to the upside, with the next major resistance sitting at the 94.58 level of resistance on NZD JPY. Lastly, we have NZD CAD, where we have NZD CAD, a previous level of support here at the 0.7963 level of support, that price ended the week breaking through this level with strong downward momentum, a previous level of support that price failed to close below. So we had a break and a close of this level with strong downward momentum, and now we have a retest of this level with a indication of a pullback in this downward trend, where this pullback could be a minor pullback before price continues back to the downside. However, if price closes back above this level and continues back to the upside, this could trigger a reversal of the momentum and trigger a retest of the resistance at the 0.8152 level on NZD CAD. So again, a key level to look out for, and again, how price reacts to this level will then determine the move for the next few days on KiwiCAD. And that is our currencies. Now moving along, you're going to have a look at our indices, starting with S&P 500. So S&P 500, as you can see, price has broken below our major level of support here at the 6,721 level of support. This break and close of the support level has opened up doors for price to continue this downward move, with the next major support level sitting at the 6,538 level of support on S&P 500. However, failure to remain below this level, where a break back above this level could then trigger a retest of the resistance level at the 6,796 level, and could be the start of a reversal of the momentum to the upside. But until then, momentum is now showing to the downside, so opportunities on the lower time frames could present themselves for this to catch this move to the downside, with the next major support at the 6,538 level on S&P 500. Next, we're going to have a look at HK50, which is the Hang Seng. So HK50, as we can see, price has previously come off our major zone of support between the 25,062 and the 24,961 zone of support on HK50. And this bounce off the support level has now opened up a start of a shift of the momentum from the downside, as we can see over here, to now a potential reversal of momentum back to the upside, opening up doors for a potential retest of the resistance here at the 26,323 level. And this is on HK50 Hang Seng. Next index we'll look at is NASDAQ, NAS 100, also known as UT100, on the CWG trading platforms, where we can see here a major level of support at the 24,344 level, as well as a major level of resistance here at the 24,672 level. And as we can see here, we've got price currently testing the major level of support, with a bounce off this level could trigger a retest of the resistance, where this retest could be part of a deeper pullback of this downward momentum before price continues back to the downside. However, a break above this resistance and close above this resistance then confirms a reversal of a momentum to the upside, with the next major resistance sitting at the 25,109 level on NASDAQ 100. But if price manages to break and close below this level at the end of the day, then this confirms a continuation of this downward momentum, with the next major support sitting at the 24,010 level on NASDAQ 100, UT100 on the CWG trading platform. And those are indices. Next, we're going to have a look at the cryptocurrency side of things, starting with Cardano ADA USD. Cardano ADA USD is currently eyeing the major level of resistance here at the 0.2973 level, with strong bullish momentum, where again a bounce off this resistance could trigger a pullback in this upward momentum, or the retest from the shift of the momentum to the downside, and a retest of the support at the 0.2490 level. But a break and a close above this resistance level continues the upward momentum, which opens up doors for price to test the next zone of resistance, which is between the 0.3127 and the 0.3154 zone of resistance on ADA USD. But until then, opportunities are open on the lower time frames to catch this upward momentum before price comes up to retest the resistance here at the 0.2973 level. Moving along, we've got Polkadot, which is DOT USD. Now, DOT USD we have a reversal of the momentum to the upside, where we had the momentum was steadily shifting to the downside, but this current candle has now shifted the momentum back to the upside with strong upward momentum. This could trigger a retest of the resistance level at the 1.6652 level, where again, a break and close above this level continues this upward momentum, which then opens up doors for price to test the next resistance here at the 2.28 level. However, a bounce off the resistance there could see a reversal back to the downside, with the next major support at the 1.2389 level of support on Polkadot DOT USD. Next, we have Ethereum ETH USD. So Ethereum currently testing a previous level of support, broken, now turned into resistance here at the 2,229 level of resistance, where, as we can see, price is currently breaking through this level, where a break and close above this level continues this upward momentum and opens up doors for price to test the next resistance, which is at the 2,771 level of resistance on Ethereum. However, failure to close above this level could trigger a weakening in this upward momentum, where we could either see a pullback in this upward move before price continues to the upside, or a potential for a start of the reversal of the momentum back to the downside, where we could see a retest of the support level at 1,932 on ETH/USD, also known as XET/USD on the CWG Markets trading platform, which is Ethereum. Next, we've got Solana, SOLUSD. So SOLUSD, as you can see, price ended the week breaking through the major level of resistance here at the 90.91 level of resistance. A break and a close with strong upward momentum. This opens up doors for price to continue to the upside and retest the next resistance, which is at the 95.47 level of resistance on SOLUSD. However, a move back to the downside here, we could, before price test the resistance, we could see a move back to the downside, retesting the resistance now turn support before continuing to the upside, or we could get a deeper pullback where we get a break and close below this level, which could either signal a deeper pullback or the start of a reversal of the momentum to the downside, which then eyes a retest of the support level here at the 81.63 level on SOLUSD. Next, we've got Dogecoin. So Dogecoin, which is DOGUSD on CWG Markets trading platform. What we can see here is price is currently testing a zone here of resistance, which is between the 0.1010 and the 0.0990 level of resistance zone on Dogecoin. Now, a break and close above this zone continues this upward momentum, opening up doors to continue to the upside and test the next resistance, which is at the 0.1112 level of resistance on Dogecoin. However, failure to close below this level, as we can see here, could indicate a weakening in this upward momentum. And this weakening in the momentum could trigger a minor pullback in this upward move before continuing back to the upside and retesting the zone, or the start of a reversal to the downside, where we could see a retest of the support zone between the 0.0891 and the 0.0884 zone of support on Dogecoin, DOGUSD. Next, we have Chainlink. So Link USD, also known as LNK USD on the CWG Markets trading platform. So Chainlink ended the week breaking and closing above the resistance at the 9.3459 level of resistance with strong upward momentum. And what that does is it opens up doors for price to continue to the upside and test the next major resistance level at the 10.2460 level. Before that, we could either see in this upward move a retest or a pullback and a retest of this zone before price continues to the upside. But if we get a break and close below this level, this could deepen the pullback and could be this potential start of a reversal of the momentum back to the downside. But until then, the momentum still shows to the upside. So in the lower time frames, this gives opportunities to look for buying opportunities and catch this move to the next major resistance at the 10.2460 level on Chainlink USD or LNK USD on the CWG Markets trading platform. Next crypto we're going to look at is Ripple XRP USD, which we can see price has broken and retested the resistance, now turned support level at the 1.4357 level, where a bounce off this level continues this upward move and opens up doors for a test of the resistance here at the 1.5109 level. However, failure to remain above this level could trigger a deeper pullback or the start of a reversal of the momentum to the downside, with the next major support sitting at the 1.3399 level on XRP USD. And then lastly, we're going to have a look here at the last crypto for the day, which is ZEC USD, Zcash. So Zcash, as we can see, is currently eyeing the major level of resistance here at the 243.81 level of resistance, coming off the support here at the 197.39 level. As we can see, a shift of the momentum where the market was in a downtrend, and now the momentum has shifted from the support level to the upside, opening up doors for price to come up and test this resistance level at the 243.81 level on ZEC USD. So in the lower time frames, there could be opportunities to catch this move to the upside, buying opportunities before price comes up and tests this level of resistance over here, where again a bounce off the resistance here could trigger a minor pullback in this upward move before continuing to the upside, or trigger a reversal of the momentum back to the downside, where price could retest this support at the 197.39 level. However, if the momentum continues, a break and a close above this resistance confirms this reversal of the momentum and the confirmation of the trend to the upside, opening up doors for price to come up and test the next major resistance here at the 323.77 level on ZEC USD. So again, until then, momentum is still to the upside with an eye on this resistance on the 243.81 level on ZEC USD Zcash. Okay, and those are the key levels to look out for the weekly market outlook for the beginning of the week. Now, before we end the session, I just want to bring your attention to the CWG Center account, which with a minimum deposit of $10 gets you access to a high leverage multi-asset trading account called the CWG Markets Center account, which is a trading account which makes trading more efficient and gives you access to trading through MetaTrader 5 currencies, commodities, indices, stocks, as well as cryptocurrencies with a minimum deposit of $10 on the CWG Center account, as well as getting access to leverage up to 1 to 1,000 and EA automation support. So just with the minimum deposit of $10, it gets you access to the CWG Center account where you can start trading professionally with CWG Markets, as well as taking advantage of the CWG Markets welcome deposit bonus, which is a 100% welcome bonus where you can enjoy 100% bonus on every deposit up to $1,000 on your trading account, where you can double your funds, increase your margin, as well as double your equity and grow your account in the most efficient way possible with this welcome deposit bonus. But other than that, if you enjoyed today's session, please kindly leave a review for us at CWG Markets by scanning the QR code that you see on the screen. By leaving a review, this helps CWG Markets maintain its high quality of education and service that CWG Markets provides to the CWG Markets trading community. And if you'd like to get in touch with me directly to ask me any questions or provide any suggestions for future trading webinars, feel free to either send me an email or send me a direct message on WhatsApp by following the links that you see on the screen or scanning the QR codes that you see on the screen, which will get you access to communicate with me directly. But other than that, that's going to bring us to the end of the session today. We will then touch base again for the midweek update on Wednesday, the 18th of March, where we will look at a midweek update, which will take us to the end of the week as well. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your day and all the best for your trading until we meet again in the next few days. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.